What if I told you that speaking English fluently doesn't have to take years of struggle? What if you could start having real conversations in just a few weeks by using the right techniques? Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, it's not. The secret to mastering English speaking isn't about memorizing endless grammar rules or vocabulary lists. It's about using smart, proven strategies that help you improve quickly and naturally. I've been teaching English for years, and I've seen students go from barely speaking a word to having confident, fluent conversations, all because they started using the right system. In this video, I'm going to share 10 powerful tips that will transform the way you speak English. Whether you're a beginner or someone who's been learning for a while, these strategies will work for you. So, if you're ready to stop struggling and start speaking English with confidence, let's dive in. 1. Relax and don't fear mistakes. The number one reason people struggle to speak English is fear. Fear of making mistakes, fear of sounding silly, or fear of being judged. But here's the truth. Everyone makes mistakes, even native speakers. The key is to relax. When you're calm, your brain works better, and you'll find it easier to express yourself. So, take a deep breath and remind yourself that mistakes are part of the learning process. Think about it this way. When you're learning to ride a bike, you fall a few times before you get the hang of it. The same goes for speaking English. Every mistake is a step closer to fluency. And remember, most people are kind and understanding. They've probably been in your shoes before, so they know how challenging it can be to learn a new language. 2. Build your vocabulary first. Think of vocabulary as the building blocks of language. Without words, you can't form sentences, no matter how good your grammar is. Start by learning the most common words and phrases. Use flashcards, apps, or even sticky notes around your house to remember new words. The more words you know, the easier it will be to communicate, even if your grammar isn't perfect. For example, if you know the words train, station, and where, you can still ask for directions even if your sentence isn't grammatically perfect. Focus on learning words that are relevant to your daily life. If you're a student, learn academic vocabulary. If you're a professional, focus on business terms. And don't forget to review regularly. Repetition is the key to remembering new words. 3. Practice speaking every day. Speaking is a skill, and like any skill, it improves with practice. Even if you don't have someone to talk to, you can practice by yourself. Talk to the mirror, describe your day out loud, or pretend you're having a conversation with a friend. The more you speak, the more comfortable you'll become. If you're shy, start small. Practice simple sentences like, "How are you?" or "What's your name?" Once you feel more confident, challenge yourself with longer sentences and more complex topics. You can also use language exchange apps to find speaking partners. These apps connect you with native speakers who want to learn your language, so it's a win-win situation. Remember, consistency is key. Even 10 minutes of speaking practice every day can make a huge difference over time. 4. Focus on communication, not perfection. Many learners get stuck trying to create the perfect sentence. But here's the thing. Communication is more important than perfection. If you can get your message across, even with simple words, you're doing great. For example, if you're lost in a new city, you don't need perfect grammar to ask for directions. Just say, "Excuse me, where's the train station?" and you'll get the help you need. Don't let the fear of making mistakes stop you from speaking. The goal is to be understood, not to sound like a native speaker. Over time, your grammar and pronunciation will improve, but for now, focus on getting your ideas across. And remember, even native speakers make mistakes. So, don't stress too much about being perfect. 5. Be confident in yourself. Confidence is key when speaking a new language. Remember, not speaking perfectly doesn't mean you're not intelligent. It just means you're learning. Don't let fear of judgment hold you back. The only person who can truly judge you is yourself, so be kind and patient with your progress. If you're feeling nervous, try this trick. Before you start speaking, take a deep breath and remind yourself of how far you've come. Think about all the words and phrases you've learned, and give yourself credit for your hard work. Confidence doesn't mean you never feel nervous. It means you don't let those nerves stop you from trying. So, stand tall, smile, and speak with confidence. You got this. 6. Know your audience. When you're speaking, Think about who you're talking to. If you're chatting with a friend, you can be more casual. If you're in a formal setting, like a job interview, you'll want to use more professional language. Adjust your speaking style based on the situation, and don't be afraid to ask for clarification if you're unsure. For example, if you're talking to a coworker, you might say, "Could you please explain that again?" But if you're talking to a friend, you could say, "Wait, what do you mean?" Knowing your audience also means being aware of cultural differences. In some cultures, direct questions might be considered rude, while in others, they're perfectly normal. Pay attention to the people around you and adapt your communication style accordingly. 7. Use body language and gestures. If you're struggling to find the right words, use your hands, facial expressions, or even objects around you to help explain your point. Body language is a universal tool that can bridge the gap when words fail. For example, if you don't know the word for train, you can mimic the motion of a train with your hands. Or if you're trying to describe something big, you can use your arms to show the size. Body language can also help you connect with the person you're speaking to. Smiling, nodding, and maintaining eye contact show that you're engaged and interested in the conversation. So, don't be afraid to use your whole body to communicate. It's a powerful tool. 8. Listen and imitate native speakers. One of the best ways to improve your speaking is by listening to native speakers. Watch movies, TV shows, or YouTube videos in English. Pay attention to how they pronounce words, their tone, and their rhythm. Then, try to imitate them. You can even record yourself and compare it to the original to see where you can improve. Listening to native speakers also helps you learn natural expressions and slang. For example, instead of saying, "I'm very tired," you might hear someone say, "I'm exhausted" or "I'm wiped out." These small differences can make your English sound more natural and fluent. So, make listening practice a regular part of your routine. 9. Don't assume negative reactions. Sometimes, learners assume that people will judge them for their mistakes or lack of fluency. But most people are understanding and willing to help. If someone isn't patient or kind, don't take it personally. Move on and find someone who is willing to support you. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. Millions of people around the world are learning English just like you. And most native speakers appreciate the effort you're making to learn their language. So, don't let fear of judgment hold you back. Keep speaking, keep practicing, and you'll find people who are happy to help you along the way. 10. Be adventurous and have fun. Learning a language is an adventure. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Try new things, meet new people, and explore new places. The more you immerse yourself in English, the faster you'll improve. And remember, it's okay to make mistakes. They're just stepping stones to success. Think of every conversation as an opportunity to learn something new. Whether it's a new word, a new phrase, or a new cultural insight, every interaction brings you closer to fluency. So, embrace the journey, enjoy the process, and have fun along the way. After all, learning a language is not just about mastering grammar and vocabulary. It's about connecting with people and experiencing the world in a whole new way. So there you have it, 10 easy tips to help you speak English more fluently and confidently. Remember, the key is to relax, practice regularly, and focus on communication rather than perfection. If you found these tips helpful, give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe for more language learning tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.